Hello, let me.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Let me. Couple of things. Especially the children, they did well. Okay, they spoke well, but they need to you know improve on their what do you call that, grammar. Okay.
Okay.
So I've given them the feedback last time also, because they you just go through couple of their what you call that, the assignment which I give them. No, they wrote that assignment for last week. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You can check out the grammatical mistakes. When is past tense, present tense, future tense. When to use the use the nouns and pronouns correctly. So that is where they are lacking. So that you could train them on the basic instead of going further. If you train them this one, it will be for them good enough, right, to communicate in English. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, Jimmy, your goal should be more focus them to speak the right English with right grammar. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So my advice would be, I mean, my recommendation would be to you is that you give them in your class, make them to speak more. Okay. Like give them like we teach, for example, pronouns, or you're teaching them sentences and all. Make them to talk in English. Okay. And the class, try to take the entire class, most of the words in English. Okay. Because you're training them in I know you're teaching them in Sinhala, but keep it to English. Okay. Most of the things, so that they understand basic things.
Okay, sir.
Like where it is very difficult words to come on, or you can translate Sinhala, but try communicating more in English and have them speak in English. Okay. Because this is
Okay.
the English grammar class, correct? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Please continue.
Okay, sir.
Let me, I think you're gone on mute.
Okay, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am Nettie from Sri Lanka. Today I'm going to start the English class for the kids of council. So last week I had to give the lesson reproductions. So first of all, the kids are going to share what they had learned in the past class.
Hi sir, I'm Amaya. Last week I learned proposition. Example near. The house is near the tree. In front of the dog is in front of the children. Behind. The ball is behind bottle. Thank you, sir.
Hi everyone, I am Ganesha. I am in grade 8. Last week I learned proposition. Example is near. House is near the tree. Bottle is near the bag. In front of cat is in front of the chair. Bat is in front of the ball. Behind The ball is behind the table. The cat is behind the tree. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Dan. Last week I learned proportion. Near house is near the tree. In front of that is in front of the chair. Behind the ball is behind the box. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Silakshana Devani. I'm grade 10. Last week I learned preposition. I learned prepositions are near. Example is the house is near the tree. And second I learned in front of. The example is the dog is in front of the chair. And third I learned behind. Example is the house is behind the tree. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Nidmi. Grade 10. Last week I learned prepositions. Example near. The house is near the tree. In front of door is in front of the chair. Thank you. Hi everyone. Last week I learned preposition. Near the example, the house is near the tree. In front of example, the dog is in front of the chair. Behind the example for the ball is behind the tree. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Nandita. Last week I learned prepositions. Near the house is near the tree. In front of the dog is in front of the chair. Behind the house is behind the chair. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Rishini. Last week I learned preposition. Near the house is near the tree. In front in front in front of the dog is in front of the chair. Behind the house is behind the chair. Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Dhana. What again? Hi everyone, I'm Nihara. Oh, last week I learned prepositions. Example is near, in, front of, behind. Okay. Hi, Sangasha. I'm in grade 8. My hero is mother. My mother is very kind. He is good heart. He is long hair. He is very beautiful. His favorite food is avocado. Her name is Shanika. He is 34 years old. His favorite color is red. His favorite food is hot food. His favorite drink is avocado juice. His hobby is dancing. His favorite music is Kunchigonika Taramela. He is very best friend. He is Olatra. School name is Dennis School. He is head cooking. He is short. His favorite animal is cat. His favorite flower is is making a cake. My mother's birthday is November 14. Her is going to the job is government. My mother is the my mother washed the clothes. My mother is in my mother and me moved to the his favorite vegetable is cabbage. His favorite fish is prawns. His favorite meat is fowl flesh. His like to in country. His favorite movie is dog. His favorite bird is duck. My mother's favorite clothes is color is handbag. My mother's favorite favorite making is blue My mother is one younger brother and one sister. I love my mother. Thank you. I hope um, I'm Ayodhya. I'm in grade 10. My favorite was I have two heroes in my life. They are my grandfather and grandmother. Reason is they have good habits and they have good reason. But my grandfather is died. Uh, it is been years since he died. His birthday is 24th of January. Her birthday is 20th of March. He did a government job. She was work in a house. Her name is Shriyani. My grandfather's name is Seema. Mm, they are very beautiful. Her favorite is sausage. His favorite food is potato. They are honest. And they have three daughters. She is making the very tasty food. Uh, she give us my favorite food. They are valuable human. Now my hero is my grandmother. Uh, they give us good advice and aid to my education. They are very kind and they are give us good abilities. They help my neighbors. They are teach us good things. They gives us love and they protect me. He sacrificed himself for me while he was uh, sick. They give medicine for me. She gives us everything. She fulfills my needs. She worked hard for me. She gives us manners. She dedicates her wild life to me. He was farmer. She helped a lot of me. Our student studies successful. She loves me more than the daughters. He loved me more than the daughters. They are very ex- exemplary. Uh, They always talk true. I love my new hero. She love all children. Thank you. Hi, Salam with me. I'm grade 10. Uh, my father is my hero. It is been 7 years. See him. He died. She name is Thomasity. He is very kind. He he help many people. Uh, he his favorite food is mutton curry. His favorite color is purple. His favorite animal is cat. His name is Ginger. He eats food. He did he I love my father. Thank you. By the way,
පිච් ඩිස්ක්‍රිප්ෂන් එකක් කියන්නේ රූප බලාගෙන වාක්‍ය ලියන්න. ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ කියන්නේ. ඒ මොකද? चेक कराना है දෙකට පටන් ගන්න. टिकट बुक करा क्या टिकट का कटा बाद में पंचे क्वेश्चन टाटा सी करते हैं मैं यार सब कुछ है मैं को तो ना यार बैठ नहीं बैठ ना එලා කතා කරලා ඉඳ දෙන්නද? වාඩි වෙන්න. පොතක් ගන්න. එන්න එන්න. Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. Rapunzel means Sleeping Beauty. Rapunzel की पुना दो इतिहास ना दुकान में नहीं है कौन दिखेगा कि नहीं कितना बिखरेगा मंदिरा ने एक टाइम लेका ही रखा था कि मुकुट ना दिखेगा मैं नहीं कुमार है इन्हें की रीत से हेलो बात करने हमारे सूर्य नमस्कार में क्या नहीं मित्र मन तब बुद्धि मत ऊपर मत A long time ago and far away there lived a king and a queen. They were very happy for their first child, a girl had been born. We must have a grand christening for her, said the king, who was delighted to have a daughter. එකමත් කාලෙක ජීවත් වුණා රජෙක් සහ රජිනියක්. මොකද කියනනේ? එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ හරියට සතුටින් හිටියලු මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝගේ පළවෙනි දරුවා කැලෑමේ නිසා. ඉතින් රජින කිව්වලු අපි ලොකු පාත්‍රයක් ගමු කියලා රජතුමා කිව්වලු. හරිද? Alanda, we must invite all the fairies of the kingdom to bless her, said the king. How many are there now? Asked the king. 12 or 13, said his wife. Send the invitations, we will soon find out. There were 12 fairies and they were all sent invitations. A 13th fairy had not been heard of for so long that it was presumed that she was dead. No invitation was sent. එතකොට රජින කියනවලු අපේ රාජධානියේ ඉන්න ඔක්කොම පුනාලිකාව ෆෑරිස් කියන ඔය ටික වෙන්නේ කටු තියෙන සුරංගනාවි ඔක්කොටම එන්න කියමු කියලා. ඇවිල්ලා කුමාර අපේ දුවට ආශිර්වාද කරන්න. එතකොට රජතුමා දැන් කී දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවද කියලා. එතකොට රජින කියනවා 12ක් හරි 13ක් හරි ඉන්නවා කියනවා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ ඔක්කොටම ඉන්විටේෂන් යවන්න කියනවා. 12 දෙනෙක්ට ඉන්විටේෂන් යවෙනවා. හැබැයි එක්කෙනෙක් ගැන ගොඩාක් කාලෙක ඉඳලා කිසිම උත්තරයක් නැති නිසා එයාට යවන්න නැහැ ඉන්විටේෂන් එකක්. එයා මැරිලා කියලා තමයි හිතන්නේ. The day of the christening was sunny and bright. The princess was named Briar Rose, and the fairies began to give their gifts. She shall be beautiful, said the first. She shall be wise, said the second. She shall be good, said the third. She shall be kind, said the fourth. The gifts continued in this way, wishing all that was good for Briar Rose. 11 of the 12 fairies had given their gifts when the room suddenly went dark. After a great flash of light, a small dark figure stood in front of the king and queen. ඔන්න ඉතින් එදා දවස හරි හොඳට ඉල පායා දින දීප්තිමත් දවසක්. එයාගේ නම තියන්නේ බ්‍රයර් රෝස් කියලා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ දැන් අර සුරංගනාවියෝ එයාට තෑගි දෙන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. පළවෙනි එක්කෙනා කියන එයා ලස්සන වෙන්න කියලා. දෙවෙනි එක්කෙනා කියනවා එයා බුද්ධිමත් වෙන්න කියලා. ඊගව එක්කෙනා කියනවා එයා හොඳ වෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා. අනිත් එක්කෙනා කියනවා එයා කරුණාවන්ත වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ විදිහට 12 දෙනාගේ 11 දෙනෙක්ම කියනවා. එයාගේ තෑගි ටික දෙනවා. දෙනකොට එකපාර ඔක්කොම කල්වර වෙලා after great flash of light, small dark ghost stood in. Only it was the 13th fairy. Why wasn't I invited to the destination street? I මට විතරක් එන්න කිව්වේ නැත්තේ කියනවා. දැන් තමයි මිනිහා කහනවා. She was furious at being left out. All the fairies of the kingdom have given their blessings. Well, here's mine for the princess. On her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die. Another flash of light and the fairy was gone. අයි මට විතරක් එන්න කිව්වේ නැත්නම් කියලා හැමෝම දැන් යාට ටැග් දෙනවා. මගේ ටැග් කියලා යා දෙන්නේ අවුරුදු 16දී. එයාගේ ඇඟිල්ල කලකට රෝද් එකට අහු වෙලා මැරෙන්න කියලා තමයි යාගේ නෑ wheel and die. කියන්නේ කීලිගල යා පාට අතුරු දාන්න. But we thought she was dead, said the king. What can we do? The queen was in tears and Regina and the 12 fairies stepped forward. Those that understand, they are still my gift for Briar Rose shaping. There is an equal the fairies first cannot be undone, but I can change the legal. She will prick her finger buttons with a brand. She will fall into a deep sleep that will last 100 years. Yeah, මට යාගේ සෑට මුදේ සත්‍ය හදාරම කරන්න බෑ හැබැයි පොඩක් නැස් කරන්න බලන්න යාගේ ඇඟිල්ල හවුනාට එයා මැරෙන්නේ නැතුව යාව අවුරුදු 100ක් යන්න ඉන්දියානු. There was a great hubbub with the whole as they began to discuss the readings. The following day, the king issued a proclamation ordering that all spinning wheels and spirits were to be destroyed. सिद्धार्थ कुमार नमस्कार देना पड़ता है कि आने के दम में एक दिन कितना की आने के एक खाने बुझे ना होता एक बार से आता है एक आता है एक ही है ना महाल दूसरे दो महाल दूसरे शेर मत गम यार राजधानी है ना सर यार ये बात कहाँ मैं अपने कितने यार नीचे आता है itu ini kayak dapat yang ini itu mahal banget jadi share mana main itu ya kita mare agar shop ini sama me bollo ini ini वो खाने वाला dari किसी में कितने में विनाश वाला throughout the land there were great fires as the spinning wheels were burned itu kan oppo pada orang pucca over the years, the princess grew into a lovely girl. All who met her were enchanted by her. ఇది అవుగానే గెలవ సుమ్మిన కుమారి కూడా అసలు లక్షణ గేళ్ళ మిప్పిలా దగ్గర హెమకి నామ ఉంటుంది ఈవెన్ బ్యాడ్ చార్జెస్ వేసుకోబట్టింది ఇది నరక కుమారి కాబట్టి నరక విశ్వగద్ద అమతపడదా all spinning wheels and wheels had been destroyed so there was no reminder only the of the national and and the fairy was not heard of again. I think in Kumari and so on Brian's 16th birthday, the king and queen were due to arrive back from a far away visit. There was to be a large birthday party for the princess, and it also Brian was wandering around the palace. Everyone was preparing this party, so she could place herself where she did, as there were still parts of the palace there that she had never seen. She decided to go exploring on the and particle life here. I wonder what is in the Great South Tower. She said, Great South Tower, all the servants and courtiers wished her happy birthday as she made her way across the palace. Only thing in soup and that part of the palace was very old and there were very few people there. Only the Harima Kalugarai, Harima Paranai, means Harimadu. The base of the tower was in a corridor, within the corridor was beyond. The entrance was small, very solid looking door. Yanatanas, Harima Podi Patu the key was on the outside. It's very steep set the beach of as you turn the key, there it's open. Chuta Karakan Morna, Chuta Yatra Stairs led up in the tower in front of her. She began to climb the mountain. Padipaldika, Padipaldika. Meanwhile, the parents had arrived back to the palace and the marriage and Gamana Gila, a good apartment license today, eating on the Mamma the box. Has someone seen the princess of the king? Achitamana for 8 months of that. Today is a 16th birthday. The day when the first somebody must know where she is. They are also in the country. Owner Makai, which they didn't have. Nearly everyone had seen her, but nobody knew where she had been living. Langa Langa she must be found, said the queen. If the prophecy is to come true, today is the day. They are Velamana, Abutama event in the Abasa, a search of the palace and the grounds began with them Prajabasudima, Pit anywhere, and Barana. Meanwhile, the princess had reached the top of the tower where there was another door. Only in the air the Kumarika of the Yana Nagavina Udayanakota, Unahambena, Etodura. This time there was no key and the door was slightly open. Maybe I will there must be a wonderful view of the rest of the palace and down from the building. Yeah, itna meeting nihata, Senator Rajamaliga, Pitten, save the princess. Then she heard a strange white sound like anything that she had ever had before, heard before. She pushed the door and opened and went into the room. They are in the middle set and all women working at a spinning wheel. Behind her was an enormous bed. Only the Anakota was a spinning wheel like a Medakar Karina, 80 Hapathu and the Kina. The wheel was making that noise. What are you doing? Said the bear. I have never seen one of those before. What is it? It's a spinning pizza. What we would have tried it home and said where it was. Itu ko dikira uyang buat deh kerana mangu kami lagi ni ciri tu khayal tu na aku muka dikira maybe to make a spinning wheel lega dikira. Saya kira road activity. Order take a try kira non dikira na. जैसे यहाँ she sat on the stool in front of the wheel and the wheel went down. So as soon as she touched the spindle, she spittled her finger. She fell on the floor in a deep sleep. Found living yaar bidire bidire me agile baadla yaar kanna hotta yaar agile vela onne aata then are marende kira na putna kare are kira avdu siyak nidiyanda ninde anda venne kira on nidin yaata etan nindiyana. The old woman who was reared the 13th fairy picked her up and laid her on the bed. On nidin ye hit ko vaisa gyan kena vena kau buddhi mera dhatu mene na pudi suram ganar. Idin ya are se khela usala tira andalli. At that moment, all of the palace people began to fall asleep. Mulu, Mulu, Rajdhani means to turn India. The cooks who were preparing for the party fell asleep over the steering and tasting. We need to cook your pot in India. The scullery maids fell asleep over the washing up. For the the laundry maid fell asleep over her washing. Laundry came the chamber maids fell asleep while they dusted, polished, and prepared for the party. The king and queen, the countries, and the guests fall asleep in the great hall. The guards fell asleep at their post. The search parties looking for the princess fell asleep while they searched in the gardens. The country corridors in the spare rooms and some of the oldest part of the place. Even the flies fell asleep on the stable walls. The birds and the butterflies fell asleep in the palace gardens. So did the wild rabbits that raided the palace vegetable gardens. The gardeners and their helpers who were busy chasing out the rabbits fell asleep in the mid-chase. In the hearth, the fires died down and the maid stopped cooking. The kitchen maid stopped plucking the chicken. The entire palace fell asleep along with the princess. The hedge of fire was sprang up around the palace, protecting it from the outside world. Years passed, and from time to time, the king's son would come to the famous clear hedge to try and find a mysterious sleeping princess that the legends spoke of, but none of got through. The hedge was too strong, and the princess were cut to bits. 100 days passed, and the tale of the sleeping beauty of the princess was become a great legend. Very few people believed she existed. ඒ විදියට සත්තු කුල්ලෝ හාබෝ එළවෙලෝ ඉන්න පිස්සු ඔක්කොටම ඉන්දියන්. ඔන්න දැන් ඉතින් අවුරුදු ගාණක් යනවා එක එක කුමාරයෝ වෙනවා කවුද මේ ඉන්දියන් ඉන්න කුමාරි කවුද කියලා බලලා යන්න. හැබැයි එකෙක්වත් බලන්න හම් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් අවුරුදු 100ක් වෙච්ච දැන් 100ක් දැන් ඉන්නවා. කිසි කෙනෙක් විශ්වාස කරන්නේ නැහැ නේද? One day, a king's son came to nearby village. One day, the Sapunda Rajimagi take another Gamata. Legend says an old man was speaking in the village square. One of them Legend says that the princess lies asleep behind a great briar hedge just outside the village. In my grandfather's day, you could see the topmost turret of a tower, so they say. The prince stopped to listen. Where can I find this hedge? She asked. Just beyond the village, said the old man. If you are going to try, you will need more luck than the other younger men who have had to go. Only thing you have to the Maitian or younger Puluan, Yanatin or Anitara, Vasana Vandendone. Go to good party, then I will try the bell. I shall try, said the prince. Monk, Zakalabana. We had heard of sleeping beauty in my kingdom. What is sleeping beauty? The prince went to the hedge and held up his sword. He went to strike at the hedge, but where his sword met the thorns, red roses blew did still a path open for him for the 100 years were up. The curse was 15. The hedge seemed to disappear before him. අර ගල් දැන් ඒකේ වැහෙනවනේ දොරට ගහනකොට එයා ගහන වෙලාවේ ඒ ගල් කුපි වෙනකොට මල් එනවා. දැන් මේ පාර දැන් එයාට ඇරෙනවා. He went through in the palace grounds, walking past the sleeping dragons, birds, and butterflies in the gardens at their birth. The kitchens were full of cooks and maids who had moved for 100 years. They were all fast asleep. Even the king and queen 100 years who were seated at the table in the great hall was sleeping soundly. The prince walked on through the palace, making his way to the tallest tower, where he climbed the stairs and entered the tower. Only thing, එයා ඇතුළට යනකොට ඉතින් සත්තු නිදිය ගත්තුවා නිදිය ගත්තු සත්තු හැමතැනම වැඩ කරන්න ඉක්මන් නිදාගත්තුවා එතකොට නිදාගත්තු රජින රජතුමා ඒ ඔක්කොම දැන් පහු කරගෙන යනවා. There on the bed, he saw bride was fast asleep. She is so lovely, he said. He had fallen completely in love with her. How can I wake when he learned? Leaned over and gently kissed her. Bride was eyelids twinkled and she woke up. The first person she saw was the prince and she fell in love with him. උන්ට යනකොට යදපින ඇඳලා කුමාරි පාපුණා නේ මේ කුමාරිකව හරිම ලස්සනයි එමෙති විතර යාට ආදරේ හිතන අය කුමාරිකාව ගැන මේ කුමාරිකාව මම කොහොමද හැරවන්නේ කල්පනා කරනකොට ආයි ඊට පස්සේ යාට අල්ලගෙන ඉස්සරහ දෙනකොට උන්යාට ඇස් පිල්ලම් ගහලා උන්යාට පණිනවා කුමාරිකාවත් ඇස් දෙක අරගෙන මන්ද කුපර වෙනින් කෙනායා කුමාරිකාවට ප්‍රයෝගී ත්‍යාගන ඉතිආදරක කරා. Together they walked down the great hill. The king and queen was just waking up when the prince and bride was seated. Only thing is that Palla and Koton Kumar Rajkumar Nagitla. Then again, what I put the Nagitla. The cooks in the kitchen woke up and carried on preparing the food, and the chambermaids carried on with their work under the The party was still to be held, but it was an engagement party instead of a birthday party. Like birthday party would be like a engagement party. The prince and bride were to be married. Only Kumara Kumarika Bangin. The hedge disappeared in the village, so the palace again and released the regent had been to. And it was the Kinham Dentama රජවාස පැත්තේ සද්දයක් ඇහෙන එනම් මෙච්චරකල් ගී කතාව ඇත්ත කියලා දැන් මොන කට්ටිය පිළිගන්න ගන්නවා. The bad fairy was never heard of again. නාරයන් නපුරු කුමාරිකාවගේ නායකවදාව කිසි කතාවක් ආවේ නැහැ. හරිනේ. ෆෝන් එක දෙන්න මගේ ගන්න ඉන්න. ඉන්න. ෆෝන් එක දෙන්න. charge run. Charge run. Spine it one. Me, you see what I'm saying? Mesti pahal dah kita. So this is the end of the class. Thank you all.